Una welcome to this channel where we dey give una ogbonge updates on wetin dey happen for Biafran territory and how the zoo dey enter more gbege. Na so this drug baron wey dey call himself Tinubu dey beg the chairman chancellor make he extradite Simon Ekpa into am. First, I will come back and give una another update.
You have the right as a government to conduct election, and now we are conducting election. The election we are conducting is called self-referendum. But the people who claim to be Yorubas are Fonja, because the drug baron, who is not even a Yoruba man, who came from the back door and collected indigenous certificate of Yoruba land. Just like you see the military, those who entering military today using indigenous certificate from Lagos. Tinubu is not from Yoruba land. Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. Tinubu is not even a Nigerian, from Nigeria area in the first place. Nobody knows his family. Tinubu came from Central African Republic, somewhere there. He came to Nigeria and bought his way to join the politics in Yoruba land. Because Yoruba, as all of them, many of them are Fonjas. It does not matter. Give them money, you come to you get an indigenous certificate. We can never give anybody our indigenous certificate in Biafra, no matter how we love money. But you see them in Lagos, they say they don't love money. But look at, they are giving people from Fulanese indigenous certificate in Yoruba land, only just because of the hate on Igbo, on the Biafra people. They gave them indigenous people certificate in Lagos to enter military, thinking that it is the Biafra people they are punishing. No. They have a history of Afonja, and they have not recovered from Ilorin, Kwara State. He continued to eat deep into them. Today, only in Yoruba land you have the Center for Eradication of Innovation. I don't know whether they have the center in the north. Northern own is practical. They don't need to have center. Their head is the center. Their mind is the center. Their ideology is the center. If you try it, they will break bottle on your head, destroy your alcohol. Yet, they make living from alcohol. So, government in exile have the right to conduct election, and that's what we are doing. The reason why this referendum is going to be electronic voting is because of the fragile state that Nigeria has become. We do not want to endanger the life of Biafra people. We will try to bring mechanism and measures that will make us succeed without endangering the life of Biafra under this caliphate. So we adopted the electronic voting and electronic self-referendum of the Biafra. And I believe that we, the Biafra government in exile, are making this history as the first government in exile to have conducted or that will conduct referendum, self-referendum using electronic voting. Our electronic voting is secured and guaranteed by the world best and the largest internet provider or internet engine provider or internet services, however you want to put it. But I'm telling you, it is the world most powered by the world most respected search engine. It's one of them. Everything is practical. We will bring the result to the world. We are not asking you to validate our result. But you know what? After we have announced the result of the self-referendum, we will fight Nigeria to the last day. We will have the power to fight and burn every government offices in the Biafra land, because the mandate has been officially given to us by the Biafra people. Even at this point, the mandate has been given to us by the sit at home that Biafra people has embarked for the past 2.5 years. Irrespective of all the threat coming from these criminals who call themselves governors, Biafra people continue to sit at home on the order of the Biafra government. It is a referendum on its own. Now we want to make it more official. After this referendum, we will give hell to Caliphate and the Islamic State of Nigeria, which they deserve. So let nobody deceive you that UN is not supporting our referendum. UN don't need to support our referendum. Let nobody deceive you that European Union is not supporting our referendum. European Union don't need to support our referendum. We need to demonstrate to them. We need to demonstrate and conduct the referendum and show to the European Union. They don't need to be part of it. The United Nations don't need to be part of it. United Kingdom, America don't need to be part of it. We dictate and set the pace, and they will follow. By the time we bring out the hell on these our enemies who have come to kill us, they will all look for the result of the referendum at the end of the day. Believe me, they will search and ask us to bring the result. What is going to speak for us is not it's not about our letter. It's not about what we write to them. It is about the action that we follow immediately after the declaration of the restoration of independence, state of Biafra, using the result of the referendum, the mandate given to us by millions of Biafrans. Our target remains 20 million above. The entire registered voters in Biafra territory during the general election was just about 25 million or 24 million, of which 4 million voted and over 20 million boycotted. So we are looking for that 20 million that boycotted the election. Calculation is very, very simple. The people that we need in this referendum are the 20 million registered voters who did not vote in the general election. The records are there. If we get 30 million, is a plus. If we get 21 million, is a plus. But you see that 20 million that boycotted the election, that's our target. Once we get it, believe me, we declare the Biafra and burn down every president of Nigeria and defend our land. Our government in exile is not just ordinary government in exile that we have seen before. This government in exile is a well-packaged government in exile that has met every international standard, better than any other government in exile that has ever existed.
Yes, now welcome back. Now you're waiting the good guy talk. Prime Minister Simon Epka. Another story we I get from the plan with God, Chukokabiyama, no give them, make they achieve. Now in this man they expose them, say Buhari plan before now say make he assassinate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I know say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu day now today will be Monday 22nd of January 2024. This na the day we would set aside to honor him, to remember and say this good man dey DSS custody or dungeon because say he won the freedom of over 70 million people. And waiting you if he do as person now to comply with that thing, that sit at home to achieve this. I pray say at the end of the day and at the end of this race, all of us go achieve waiting with the pursue. And the main thing I say, we must get Biafra. I go rest my case for this matter.